Welcome to Cranberry Vintage. In today's video, we are going to talk about growing old seeds. So let's begin. What's up? My name is Mia, and I create videos to share our progress as we turn our home into an urban homestead in order to live a more self-sufficient and simple life. If that piques your interest and you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join the family. We would appreciate it. We always love family. So, it's that time of the year again. Seed starting. I am so ecstatic. Really, I am. I got my shelving, I got my lights, I got my dirt, I got my seeds, and I am ready to go. In the process, I came across something that I wanted to share with you guys, and I save seeds. And okay, I'm a borderline seed hoarder, a little bit. You know, I have some new seeds, but I also have some real old seeds. And when I say real old, I mean like 6, 7 years old seeds. Now, being a person that hates to waste, just in general, you would think that I would just be able to just grow everything, because deep down inside I wish I could. However, when it comes to growing old seeds, I've come to find out that you can and you can't. So that's what we're going to talk about today. It all really just depends. It's two factors that play. You have the viability of the seed, and then you also have the storage conditions that the seed is in. For those that don't know, viability is pretty much the seed's ability to survive. Now, typically, let's talk about it, because when you look at the pack, and actually I have a video called Understanding Seed Packets in the description and also around here somewhere that you can check out. But in my last video, I talked about where you could find the date on the seeds. Seeds don't typically have an expiration date, but they do lose their viability over time. Some quicker than others. There's really no standard to it. So depending on the type of seed, it can last anywhere between, I would say, 1 to about 7, 8 years, depending on the type of seed. And as mentioned before, another thing that plays a big part on seed viability is how they are stored. So in most cases, it's preferred that they're stored like in a dry area, it's dark, and it's cool. So that's pretty much where it is. So, confessions. When it comes to storing seeds, I did not properly store my seeds at first. Yeah, so I had all my seeds in like a huge bag, just jumbled up, and I just kind of threw them in a closet. I guess in a sense, I did properly store them without knowing how to properly store them. However, I'm doing better this year, I like to report. This year, I'm actually keeping them organized, and I'm storing them in a plastic tub, a small plastic tub, which is going to go into my closet. So that leads to the next question. Is it good to accumulate seeds? Now we know that not all seeds last for a long time, or they're not as viable, I should say, for a number of years. Does that mean I cannot collect seeds? Well, once again, yes and no. You can accumulate seeds from different places, but it's always good to have that knowledge on which ones last and the longest, and which ones are the best to keep, which ones to give away. How I end up accumulating so many seeds is kind of funny. I didn't buy them. I actually got them from a lot of free resources. I mean a lot. Because in St. Louis, we have quite a few places that gives away seeds. And me being like a brand new to gardening at the time, I went everywhere. I was trying to get as much as possible with as little as possible. And I tell you, it worked out. Your girl saved some money. Now that you know how I've accumulated seeds, let's talk about how do I go through my day-to-day of trying to test these seeds. You have about 3 different ways that you can test seeds. You could test them in water, you could test them in soil, and you could test them with a paper towel. With the water, it's real simple. You could take the seeds, a few seeds, you could take a cup of warm water, and you drop, I don't know, probably about 10 seeds in the cup. You wait about 20 minutes, and if they sink to the bottom after about 20 minutes, and if they sink to the bottom, they're good. If they float, they're bad. You have the paper towel method. That's when you get a paper towel, you kind of moisten it up a little bit, you put the seeds in between the towel, you fold it over, or you lay the towel flat, put the seeds in the towel, fold it over, put it in a Ziploc bag, probably sit it like in a windowsill, and let it germinate. If you see that they germinate or sprout, then they're good seeds. If not, then you know you have bad seeds. I did the soil test. I did do the water tester, which was pretty cool. But typically I just go bump it. I'm gonna throw these bad boys in the soil or in my starter kit and see how they do. Work? It did for the most part. And actually I'm going to show you some seeds that I'm working on right now. You guys, let me show you an example. These are my hot peppers that I'm growing, and these are my older seeds. So as you could tell, these 6 cells right here are all my, I'm sorry, move my finger. These 6 cells right here are all my hot peppers. If you could tell, one grew, but that's about it. That one is growing. These are my older seeds. And then when you look over there to my, let me move over a little bit. Those are my jalapeno peppers. Those are growing back, but those are kind of new. But yeah, that's an example of me using old seeds, and I only probably got one out of the bunch. And I put a good 6 or 7 seeds in there, so there we have it. Now that we've covered that, in our next video, we are going to talk about seed germination. So, oh, and if you have not saw our last video, last week, we talked about understanding the seed packets. And check it out because it helps tremendously, especially since we're getting into seed germination phase. With that said, thank you for tuning in. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, and notification bell and join the family. I'm going to go ahead and start seeding some more of these, and you guys have an awesome day, and now you know, grow. See you next time.